benefit. And the employees of the industry, the AWU members of it. The City greets every announcement of further job losses with glee and marks up the share price accordingly.
The miners in that area wanting them to live there. Now it is an area.
Period of so-called recovery. And unless we adopt the long-term policies, not merely in relation to small businesses, but generally, that we do provide incentives for employers to take on the long-term unemployed, now, then these debates about tax and spending will, in the end, fall within a very narrow framework. That we can't sit down and get this thing right. And, this is a political point you may or may not agree with, but not as a matter of political ideology, but as a matter of common sense. If you sit down and ask what your wealth-creating base of the economy needs, it is so obvious that it requires.
The message for the business community is that there is a different relationship between labour and business today, that we are offering stability for the economy, which is absolutely essential for business to plan and invest, no more boom and bust, but secondly, a proper modern partnership.
And the only time that Labour wins is when it puts forward a radical perspective and when it ensures that both wings of the party flying together, because the Labour Party is like a bird. It needs a right wing and a left wing, and if they're not flying in unison, it'll plummet to the ground.
Of course, he is desperate to win the next election. Of course, lots of Labour Party activists are desperate to win the next election. But if they look desperate, if they look as if they will say anything and do anything in order to win the next election, then obviously there's a very serious risk that people will say they're too desperate for power and we're not going to support them.
The so-called regulation framework needs reforming, as the mover of the motion said. Electricity, gas and water must be reorganised. People like you